It's the talk of the town. So come on and listen now. It's Deano's Night Out on WRMN 1410. Night Out on WRMN. It's the talk of the town. So come on and listen now. It's Deano's Night Out on WRMN 1410.
Wow. And welcome into Deano's Night Out here on WRMN 1410 AM. I am obviously not Deano DeLaley. Deano will be back next week, hopefully. And I'm hosting in and I'm filling in for Deano tonight on this Friday, July 11th. I am Derek Geyer, normally the host of Big Top Sports, but that's an entirely different show. And off to my right here is Jon Babin, our special guest of the day. But before we start talking with Jon, Deano's Night Out is brought to you by the Arcata Theater. Go to oshows.com. That's OSHOWS.com. And you could find them at 105 East Main Street in St. Charles. Charles?
That's Charles.
Yeah, it's Charles. And if you're looking to make a reservation or take in one of their shows, please check them out at oshows.com or give them a call at 630-962-7000. Oh, this is a little different. I got to say, I really enjoy that opening, nice, smooth jazz. What do you think, Jon?
I'm all about it. It's Deano's show. Obviously, you're filling in, but I could hear the Dean Martin influence of the intro music.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That's what got my.
And you say you're a sports guy and not a musical guy, but I saw you doing the air trumpet, and it was pretty on point.
Well, I do the air guitar for my open.
There you go.
For my show.
Perfect.
I like to think that I have somewhat of a beat, and by the way, if anyone has watched me on my show for Big Top Sports, I'm usually or Matt McNeil's Out to Lunch.
Yep.
I'm usually wearing a T-shirt. The special request that was made to me by Deano was to can you dress up a little bit? Can you do that for me? He asked if I had a sports jacket. Well, I don't exactly have a sports jacket, so I got my leather on. I've got my Three Stooges tie. I've got my collared shirt. So what do you think? Am I hitting the mark for Deano's Night Out? I'm ready to go out.
I think you are.
Okay.
It's almost like it's not 85 degrees in the studio right now.
No, I am sweating bullets underneath. So sometime this jacket will be coming off. The tie will be loosened, and I might even undo a couple of buttons. But I'm going to power through right now. So, Jon, okay. You've been, hello? Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're on.
I didn't hear myself for a second. It kind of worried me. But, Jon, so how long have you been playing music for?
At least, it feels like my whole life, because I played drums for a lot as a kid. I played violin as a kid also.
Okay.
Like a very young kid. But I guess playing out and playing gigs, it's been about 19, 20 years I've been doing it.
Okay.
As far as just kind of doing it from a gigging standpoint. So yeah, I'd say about 20 years, give or take.
Okay, 20 years, give or take. and I am going through like the list of events and everything that you have, and it is absolutely insane. Because it seems like as the viewers on YouTube can see, what is it? YouTube.com/@WRMN radio. You could check out all of the live shows that Jon has. And yes, scroll down because we are in July. And coming up, you will be tomorrow at McNally's Irish Pub in St. Charles, Illinois at 8 p.m.
So McNally's will be Friday, today, the 11th, Friday the 11th at McNally's at 6 p.m. instead of 8 p.m. So I will get that updated.
Oh, okay.
Yes. My website, jonbabin.com, is going through an update, but all of those dates are on. Take a look tonight. If it's Friday night, take a look there tonight, and those will all be updated. There are more shows that have been added. There are about 100 dates that you'll see there. There's I'll be at 80 by the end of the summer, and by December 31st, I will have played about 100 gigs this year. And you will end at McNally's on Friday the 11th will be 6 p.m. to 9 p.m.
Oh, okay. So, wow. Okay. So you're going to be playing 100 dates, like from this day forward, from the beginning of the year? From
January 1st to December 31st, you'll have at least triple-digit amount of opportunity to come see me, and I'd love to see all of you. So come on out. Wow,
that's okay. That's a lot. But you were saying off the air that this is your full-time job.
Yeah. So, this is my life.
What is probably one of the best things about doing this as a career for yourself?
Well, anything to avoid getting a real job is a good thing. I mean, working in a corporate office has, I've done it, and I've worked a lot of different jobs too. I've done a lot of manual labor, factory work, roadie work, as well as, suit and tie, sit in a cubicle, telemarketing, you name it. The most rewarding thing is to not be having to do any of that ever again.
So basically what I'm hearing is you've gone through all the muck, you've done all the and I'm not being insulting by saying any of the people that have done these jobs or are doing these jobs are menial jobs by any stretch of the imagination, because we all need to get paid, we all need to work hard, to support our life, living, and families. But you found your passion.
I did. And of course, I'm not knocking any of those professions. No.
I was not saying that by, I was trying to make that perfectly clear, because the last thing I want to do, one of the things that I would like to do is I would like to be considered again to come back and possibly host Deano's Night Out here on WRMN 1410 AM. I don't want to tick anyone off.
I don't have what it takes to be a bank teller. There's a particular skill set there that I don't have and don't possess, and I never will. And I maybe I envy that in a way, but I've decided that I'm just not cut out for that kind of life. And obviously I don't want to piss off my bank teller, but but look, it's not how I envision my life going. And
sure.
I know that anybody listening, who has these, kind of regular day jobs is what most normal people do. There's something wrong with me that I can't do that. And
yeah, I completely and totally feel you, which is why I'm here behind the mic or in front of the mic. I always get that mixed up, behind or in front of or whatever, but
it's all relative.
Yeah, it is. So you've been doing this for 20 years. Off the air, you were saying that you have a band.
Yes.
How long have you been playing with the band for?
So my band is called Lever, Lever, and that band started maybe in 2011 or 2012. I joined them at the end of 2013, so we've been together about 12 years, as with me in it. And And so yeah, we've had so many highs in that band, so many like great moments, and even more to come. We have some new music on the way. I feel like I can announce here. I can't say exactly when because I don't have a timeline on when you're going to be able to hear new music from that outfit. But we're picking at it, we're working on it, and you can expect something new from that project. Awesome.
Now, when you are playing at all of the events that you are, scheduled for, the 100+ events throughout this year, is it all your music that you're playing?
Yeah, so most of the dates you see on my website and also my Facebook, Jon Babin, JonBabin. If you find it, all the dates are pinned there in their most accurate formation. I will be copy and pasting that to the website, jonbabin.com. But most of those gigs you see are all 3-hour solo acoustic gigs. I play a good chunk of covers and as well as original music too. I write music. In a band setting, but I also do, more than anything, I just write songs just to write songs and to record them. I have solo music that's up on YouTube now. And yeah, so I just play a good mixture of everything. Yeah, I'll take requests if someone has a request or something like that.
No, wait, hold on. He'll take requests. Just please tip him. It's only polite. That's all I have to say. Because, I know that you're getting paid by the venue, but still, if someone wants to hear like "Life is a Highway" or like whatever, or I don't know, "The Milkshake Brings All the Boys to the Yard."
Yes.
I mean, not that you would play that one.
I will play it if they're tipping. I'm stripping.
Oh, okay. And you are currently watching and listening to Deano's Night Out here on WRMN 1410 AM. Oh, that's awesome. I love that. I'm not getting invited back. That's all right.
Neither
that's
am
all right.
I. It's cool.
No, you're perfectly fine. But I mean, aside from, the dates that you have, I mean, you're also doing weddings, you're also doing parties, you're also doing other events and other functions.
Oh yeah, you get asked a lot through friends and through people that when word gets out that you're playing around. I'll always make it a point to play for a friend's wedding or for your wedding. Even if I don't know you, I'm happy to play it. If I can make it happen. I like doing things like that. Also charity gigs. I love doing charity work as well. Those gigs always mean something, especially if it's like something I'm really passionate about. I used to do when I first started doing this, I played some gigs for Amnesty International, which is like a world organization of peace and peace among the world. I have a couple charity gigs coming up this year too. I'm also a big animal lover. I'm doing some like a dog events where we help shelters get better equipment and better accommodations for animals that have been picked up off the street that are kind of just strays, and so that's another big one for me. So we'll be doing a lot of that too. But you name it, I'm there.
Yeah, that sounds really awesome because with Amnesty International, I think I said that right.
Yes.
Awesome. We could use a heck of a lot more peace and unity and understanding in this interesting time that we're living in. I'll just leave it at that.
Sure. Yeah. No, we live in a very polarizing time period.
Yeah. This is true.
We're not announcing anything that isn't
that they don't know
or feel on a daily basis.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and that's back in 2008 when I was kind of playing for them. I was sort of a part of the organization, not really. I didn't plan anything, but I was a musician, kind of around the people that were organizing stuff.
Okay.
And so I helped, provide music for some of their events, and that's kind of how that was actually one of my very first like solo acoustic gigs, and it meant something in 2008, and it means something now. Peace on earth.
Absolutely. Now, as I look behind me on the floor, it looks like you have brought in your acoustic guitar. Are you willing to play something for the listening audience of downtown Elgin and the great beyond?
I would love to, Elgin.
Awesome. So as John gets set up right now, I'm going to tell you that Deano's Night Out is sponsored by the Arcada Theater. And you could go to the Arcada Theater website at oshows.com, check that out, or just, pop in for dinner. They have 3 different stages that you could check out a show at. They are at 105 East Main Street in St. Charles, or give them a call at 630-962-7000.
Yeah, and also speaking of the Arcada, if we could for just a second. It's a beautiful historic theater. And if you haven't been, I'm sure all of you have at least seen it. I'm about to play a song from my catalog. It's called Lucky, and you can find it on YouTube. And the music video was actually recorded at the Arcada Theater during a time when we had the theater was empty, and they gave us free range to make a music video there. And the people that run it, they were really nice with us, and it was a really good day, and I think the production came out really well. So make sure you go ahead and give that a look on YouTube. And tonight, which is Friday the 11th.
Yes, sir.
I'll be just down the street from the Arcada again at McNally's at 6 p.m. And you can hear this song there too, and right now.
Yep, just make sure you got the microphone there. Give you a little help and.
There we go. Thank you.
And what's the name of this song, John?
Lucky.
Lucky. You said it like 3 times, and wow, I've got CRS. Can't remember.
You got the
Smurf.
same problem I do. Being a musician, I'm deaf.
Okay, fair enough. So this is Jon Babin with Lucky.
Okay, Elgin. Down the street, you're the kind of girl that to me, of all the other boys in town, came up to me. Now I'm too lucky, all I know, and I am feeling lucky. I said I am feeling lucky. I said I am feeling lucky. Hoping baby you were in pain. But the night before it felt great. Oh, you're the girl never everything right. But we could stay up late without taking a break. And I said I am feeling lucky. I said I am feeling lucky. 'Cause I got your number on my speed dial. It would be nice to stay through a while, and I said I'm gonna show the world. You're gonna show the world. We're gonna show the world. We're gonna show the world that we're down and out of love. Lying out in the ground in the sheets. Sway to the dawn beyond belief. Oh, spring and twisted, tied down beneath. Now I'm too rocky all night long, and I am feeling lucky. I said I am feeling lucky. I said I am feeling lucky. 'Cause I got your number on my speed dial. It would be nice to stay with you a while, and I said I'm gonna show the world. I'm gonna show the world. We're gonna show the world. We're gonna show the world that we ain't down and out.
And that was Jon Babin with Lucky. My goodness, that was pretty damn good. I gotta say that was awesome.
Can we say that on the radio?
Well, a little late now. I mean, I'm not getting invited back on Dino's Night Out anyway, so
It's the last day for us. Let's
yeah,
go.
it's the last day for me on Dino's Night Out. I'm just a fill-in. That's all right. But
Thank you.
that was pretty damn good, John.
Hey, thank you very much.
I mean, and I do love going out to the different venues to catch live shows, and I mean, I feel like I'm having my own 2-on-1 concert here.
Right.
That was pretty good. So, Lucky, what went into the behind the scenes of making that song?
That's actually, it's funny you say that. That's one of the first songs I ever wrote, actually. And it's hard to know what exactly was going on in the kid's mind that wrote the song.
Okay.
But I do remember it. It is about,
A girl?
a girl. It's about young love. It's about
Okay.
feeling lucky.
Oh, you were one of those guys that I had to compete with back in high school and everything, walking around with the guitar and
I'm sorry. We
Yeah, I know.
we musicians win every time. I'm sorry.
yeah, us jocks got no play.
Right. Yeah, Jocks had only issues getting girls in high school. Right.
Well,
of course.
I did. I was kind of awkward. I'm still awkward, but that's all right. But okay, so a little bit about a girl, a little bit about growing up.
Yeah.
you know,
It's a coming of age type song.
Because I mean that now I love listening to the beats. I have a hard time paying attention to the lyrics and everything the first go through.
Sure.
But would you say that this is an upbeat? I mean, it was definitely upbeat with the tempo, but an upbeat, positive song.
It's full of optimism. Yeah,
Okay.
Lucky is nothing but an optimist, dreamer perspective on life, and there's nothing that could get me down. That's what that song's about.
Okay, awesome. So I wasn't a complete and total tool with that.
No, you're.
Okay. Well, no, see, the fun part about me is I wear everything on my sleeve. So
Good.
I
You
just
got to.
say it how, I'm thinking it. I think it, the words come out. I apologize to everyone that's watching and listening to Dino's Night Out. I am obviously a different cup of coffee than Dino Delaley is, but I appreciate you tuning in and listening here on WRMN 1410 AM. And we are sitting here, or Jon Babin is here in studio. You just heard Lucky, which he will be performing live tonight at 6 p.m. at McNally's Irish Pub in St. Charles.
Yes, sir.
So you hear that music, that means it's just about time for a little breaky break, but we'll be coming back after this break. We'll spend the next segment again with John and couple more songs of his, if you don't mind, because I really enjoyed that concert.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed I mean, I'm here for whatever. If you want to play your whole list of catalogs, we'll make it the Jon Babin half hour.
I'd be happy to play a song or two more. Sure.
Okay, sounds good. And you are currently listening to Dino's Night Out here on WRMN 1410 AM.
One, two.
And welcome back into Dino's Night Out with Dino Delaley. Well, I am not Dino Delaley. I am sitting in for Dino today. I am your substitute host, Derek Geyer. In joining me in studio is the one, the only Jon Babin. And off air, Mr. Matt McNeil and John were having a conversation. And why don't you go ahead and bring that to the fine audience of Dino's Night Out?
Okay. Hi, everyone. I have a question for you. So, of course, as a musical artist, I'm always kind of, just people in general, when you have a passion, when you have something that you love that you do, I always am kind of curious as to like, how did you get started? Was it something that you were interested in when you were a kid? How did it flourish? What kind of was something that kind of really got you interested in being a musician and playing music and performing?
Yeah, it's look, that's a hard question to ask because I've always been kind of around music. So in some ways I acclimated to it. But I guess when I first started becoming really conscious of the Beatles,
Okay.
as a young kid, I started to say like that, those guys look fun. That what they're doing looks awesome.
Oh, yeah.
And I ended up, I ended up doing, I really wanted to be a drummer. I wanted to be like Ringo Starr. I wanted to be like Bill Ward of Black Sabbath, Charlie Watts of the Rolling Stones. I was a big into drums, but I was always writing melodies in my head too, like always coming up with different things to like original music, like even from an early age. My parents, when I was 8 or 9, like in the late 90s, we got a really cheap like karaoke machine, like a really like with a plastic microphone. You know, it made the Rock Band microphones look like really good.
Yeah.
And so I'd play CDs and tapes on it and then just sort of sing over it and start to develop a voice kind of early on. And yeah, later on when I started getting in bands as a drummer, it turned into, I started singing by default because no one else could sing or wanted to sing. So I kind of had I just decided to figure it out from there. I mean, it was by default, but I didn't mind stepping into the spotlight. And then, I just sort of developed a voice from there. And I've never taken singing lessons, if you can believe it.
Oh, wow.
My, scratchy, out-of-tune voice. Can you believe I was never a choir boy?
Oh, that's pretty cool, though. You've got a wonderful voice.
Okay, now I feel we're, this small. No, well, I mean, and actually, you answer the question that I was going to ask. Have you ever taken singing lessons?
No.
And there you just divulged that you never did that. But I mean, you got the chops. You got the writing chops. You've got the ability to play the guitar, and then you're also going along and you're putting yourself out there and you're singing as well. Mm-hmm. The one question that I have is because I like being, I guess, the center of attention here on WRMN 1410 AM on Deano's Night Out. But I also like being the center of attention on my own show. But I don't necessarily like being the center of attention like in front of like a big group crowd. I mean, I could do it. I could MC or whatever. What's it like for you to get up on the stage and have hundreds, if not thousands of pairs of eyes looking at you?
Yeah. Well, I mean, all jokes aside, I'm very comfortable with my musical performance and everything. Getting in front.
Oh, I don't mean to sound like I'm like, being, negative towards you or anything. That was not what I was talking about.
I know
at all. Okay, You're
okay. I like taking personal shots of myself, but what I was saying, like,
oh yeah, see that's what I get from him. Don't be self-deprecating.
No, what is it? You couldn't get me in front of, you can't get me on a stage quick enough. I was built for it. Like, I love it. Even if it's like, I've played some shows where you're kind of like the jukebox, like you're kind of like just the atmosphere and the crowd is just drunk and they don't care. But like, hey, right. You know what? You win them over. I thrive in that. Sometimes it doesn't happen too often anymore, but sometimes you struggle to get the attention. It's like a little game you play with, a little push-pull you play with the audience. And I live for that. I love that. You can't get me under the lights and plugged in quick enough. I mean, when playing in front of people, I have no problem. Never since I was a kid have had a problem being the center of causing problems.
Oh, I absolutely like that. And I like the fact that you take a look at the audience, and if it's just like you said, the jukebox type of audience and everything.
Yes, that has happened before, yeah.
Where, now all of a sudden it's like, okay, I'm going to get these people and I'm going to make them pay attention to what I'm doing and what I'm singing and my performance and everything and get the house rocking. I absolutely love that.
That's how I started. There was I was born in Chicago.
Okay.
But
what neighborhood?
So all over. So it's when people say where are you from, it's like sometimes I say I'm born in Chicago because I was born in the city. Logan Square, Rogers Park, really early in life.
Not like Butterfield or oh my God, Brookfield or like Schaumburg or.
I visited. No. It's like I was born in Chicago proper, but we lived all over the city and especially the suburbs. Like so, being a city-born kid and then going to high school in Hampshire at Hampshire High School.
Okay.
Like, and so the culture shock of Hampshire, like going from like sort of civilization to,
out in the boondocks
to the Midwestern corn of the early 2000s too. And it was like, dude, I remember when they built a Subway sandwich shop and everyone's like, oh, Hampshire's growing. Like because
no, we don't want Subway
because it was like the monolith from 2001: A Space Odyssey. It was like, well, there's a Subway. There's a Subway sandwich shop in here, and I started playing in those places like where they're not used to live music except for karaoke night. Sure. And so I just brought my little guitar into this, and I'm 20 years old at one of the bars out there, and 19, 20 years old, and people, I'm obviously too young to be there, but I'm playing 6 to 10, making pretty much not good money at all. But at the time, I thought I was banking. Yeah. And you win the crowd. I was able to win them over at a kind of a young age. So I've been really comfortable. Like now, like if I end up in a situation where maybe I'm playing in front of a crowd that's say it's not mine, or it's okay. It's like that's what we're. Yeah. It's I don't want to use the word struggle, but it's part of the fun being like, what can we do to where we can all see eye to eye and have a good night together? It's kind of how I started.
Yeah, absolutely. Would you like to play another one?
Sure.
What is next up on the song list?
This one is actually pretty much brand new. I have some music up online right now on YouTube. You could search under Jon Babin, and this is called "I Shouldn't Be Alone Tonight." I put this up not long ago, and it's in a list of it's in a stream of songs I have had up, or I'm putting up now, where I record all the instruments, the drums, the bass, the guitars, and all the vocals, the piano, keyboards, and so it's going to be a self-titled thing. Okay. And this you can also find on my TikTok as well at Jon Babin, Jon Babin.
And this is I Am Not Alone.
This is I Shouldn't Be Alone.
I Shouldn't Be Alone. I am so sorry. I Shouldn't Be Alone. Jon Babin, WRMN 1410 AM, Deano's Night Out.
Thoughts up in my head, believe in fantasy. The only one who breaks my heart ends up being me. I believe that love is real, that it's all you need. tonight.
I know you're used to getting a little bit more applause than that, but you know, it's
you'd be
only
surprised.
It's only really
Sometimes you're like,
guys. I just played the song. I'm done. You know, like let me hear you a little bit. No, that was yeah. I shouldn't be alone tonight by Jon Babin.
Thank you, man.
Oh, that took me back to my teenage years. That is for darn sure. You are currently listening to WRMN 1410 AM, Deano's Night Out. I am subbing in for Deano. I am Derek Geyer alongside Jon Babin, and we have the one, the only Matt McNeil on the board, helping me sound better than I actually am. So, well, yeah, I mean, like I said, I don't normally, I hear the rhythm. I don't necessarily pay attention to the words and everything because, you know, if I like the rhythm, then I'm able to like actually hear the words. So I was able to hear the words. And like I said, it took me back to when I was a teenager and longing for that crush that I had, going like, oh my God, Jenny or Amanda, or like, you know, well, let's just say there was a lot of crushes.
You have a microphone. They can hear you now.
Screw them. They didn't give me the time of day back then.
You missed your chance.
Yeah. And besides, I'm happy with my current girlfriend anyway.
Right on.
There you go.
So there's that. But yeah, you can also hear Jon Babin like we've been you know. Oh my goodness. Words just all of a sudden went out of my head and they didn't come. But you could hear Jon Babin at McNally's Irish Pub tonight from
6 p.m. to 9 p.m.
in St. Charles, Illinois.
And tomorrow in East Dundee at Rosie O'Hare's from 7 to 10. Also, come and see my rock band, Lever, on Sunday at Duke's Ale House in Crystal Lake, 2 to 5 p.m. We got a great band playing with us called Acrylic Filth and Lever. That's Sunday in Crystal Lake, 2 to 5 p.m. Duke's Ale House.
Wow, I am so interested in like how they came up with like Acrylic Filth. How did you come up with Lever? Or you joined the band.
I joined. They'd already been. They named the band before I joined.
Okay.
But so I think I think the story goes it came from just a whole night of spitballing and brainstorming, and someone came up with it, and it seemed to be just a good one word, quick, to the point, and it stuck.
Yeah, I could totally see that. Okay. Man, so
You can't think of the words?
no, I can't think of the words.
So the last song that I played, take all the optimism from the first song,
and throw it,
flush it down the toilet.
That is definitely a good way of looking at it, because I mean, and I think that would speak to a lot of the youth and everything.
I hope so. You know, it is about love lost, but it's also about loss in general.
Okay.
Because it's not specific. It's not even relationship specific. I don't think too much. It's more about the loss of a friend, or maybe the loss of a loved one, and the loss of a lover. It's about loss in general. And I figured that by calling it "I Shouldn't Be Alone Tonight," if anyone's listening to it and they hear the song, they should know that they're not alone, because someone who wrote the song also understands what that's like. And it's sometimes just knowing someone else out there feels a certain way through song or through art or through anything is sometimes a good step in the right direction into healing.
Yeah, and it kind of brings me to the fact that if you are feeling alone, you should probably try and find someone to communicate with.
Yeah.
Just to get the feelings and everything that you're going through, to get it off your chest, to get it out there. Because once you get that boulder, or, you know, what I say, like the boulder that's on your back or whatever, and you toss it, And by tossing it, I mean you have the conversation, you have the difficult conversation with someone that's willing to listen, and all of a sudden you feel lighter.
Right, exactly. And often people who feel like, I think, as, you know, most awful and lonely are often there for everybody else. So I think it's important that, you know, you check on your friends, you check on your loved ones, but never forget to check on yourself too. Yeah,
because before anything else, I mean, before you have the world in front of you, I mean, you are the center of your own world. I mean, it's not to sound selfish, but you got to put yourself first.
You can't expect to save the world if you're not in a good place yourself.
Absolutely.
And you have to check on yourself. So again, check on your friends and make sure you count yourself in that.
Absolutely. Good words. Absolutely, John. You are currently listening to Deano's Night Out here on WRMN 1410 AM, and we are sponsored by the Arcata Theater. Go to oshows.com. That is OSHOWS.com. And check out their musical lineup. They are at 105 East Main Street in St. Charles. And you could call them for a reservation and possibly tickets at 630-962-7000. We're almost winding down this hour with you, John. Would you like to play another song?
Sure.
For our listening audience?
I would love to. Yes.
Okay. I mean, if it's not too much trouble.
No, it's totally fine. I'd be happy to, of course.
Okay, awesome. What's up next?
This is another song that you could find online. It's called Young and Poor.
Oh, my goodness. I'm old and poor, baby, so... You know, I'm thinking I'm like resonating with all of these songs that Jon Babin is playing here in the studio. Go to jonbabin.com, check them out. There is a cacophony of dates here for John. He will be playing tonight at McNally's Irish Pub in St. Charles, 6 to 9. As you heard, Rosie O'Hare's Public House in East Dundee tomorrow. Lever on Sunday. And, I mean... a whole heck of a lot of other dates coming up throughout the rest of the year. And don't forget, he's also available for parties. Well, yeah, parties, weddings.
I'll play your backyard. I'll play the garbage can next to your alley. If you hire me, I'll be there if I can make it.
Awesome.
If you got a wedding, I got you too.
And this is called, once again?
This is called Young and Poor.
Young and Poor.
So this will be the third of 3 songs I'll have played today. Now, the first one was Lucky, very optimistic. Next one was I Shouldn't Be Alone Tonight. That's a little less optimistic, but also, depending on how you look at it, it is very optimistic. And this last song is a little cheeky mixture of the two. It's a little folkier. It's called Young and Poor. I wrote it a long time ago about the idea that, you're never going to be too... You're never going to feel old enough to leave the planet. You'll always feel like a little too young, and you're always going to feel like you don't have as much money as you need. That's how I think we all feel. And it's always about needing, it's about wanting more. It's about never having enough. I think even the richest people and biggest scoundrels among us with all the money, I think even wish that they had more. And this is a little bit about that.
And this is Jon Babin, Young and Poor, here on WRMN 1410 AM.
Long before age took over our brains, we all ran on the floor. Long before time took over our minds, we all sang just a little more. So raise your glass in this
that was Jon Babin with Young and Poor. Go check Jon out at jonbabin.com. That is JONBABIN.com. Thanks for coming in, Jon. Really appreciate it. And you are currently listening to Deano's Night Out with yours truly, Derek Geyer, on WRMN 1410 AM.
Thanks for having me.